Alrighty. So let's get into it. We're continuing. This is building a productized service business for product marketing, and there's a couple of things we need to do, but we still haven't done. The first one is our CRM, and we're almost done with that. So just make sure, yeah. Okay. Where is Notion? Read.ai. Oh shoot, what's my password? Wait, what? How come it's oh, is this like hold on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. Now we have that. Not sure. I forgot my password. Do. Da, da. Oh show. Okay, we can do a lot of things. There's so many things to do. I mean, I have to basically first create a LinkedIn for GTM Labs. Second thing is finish all the touch-ups on the website. The another thing I need to do is um, make more content, like blog content, and then use like SEO strategies to do that. It's just so much. Let's get to it. Oh, that's what, also this as well. Let's focus on the actual thing. What was the thing that needs more my attention? It's with this, and it's with otter, fireflies. Oh yeah, Notion. There we go. So we're building out the CRM system, and this sales wiki. Here's a CRM, and then one of the things that I could not do was, so these are my tasks, which is pretty cool. So let's actually go back to YouTube. And let's watch this. So adding essential databases, properties, creating a task, scheduling formula.
In this video, which is just over 2 minutes long, I want to show you how to create this 84-page ebook simply from one topic idea. So I use a tool called WordGenie from Designer, and I just type in the topic name, sailing. And once I've done that, I can tell WordGenie, who's this ebook
for, and then we're also going to hit plus, and we're going to type in formula, hit enter on the formula. I wanted to keep that green. You can also add emojis in here that can make it look a bit nicer. If you have some emojis in here, I think just makes your entire database look more aesthetically pleasing. Next, we're going to go ahead and add an action date. So I'm going to hit date, and we're going to call this action date. And now we're almost done. We're just going to add that created time property, same reason as before. And then we're also going to hit plus, and we're going to type in formula, hit enter on
Created time. Oh, it's already here. The property. Tags, people, formula. Here it is, create time, it's a related company, description. Need that, task, need priority. Need that, don't need that, need that. Cool.
on the formula. And what we want to do is we want to print scheduled or needs scheduling based on if the action date is filled out or not. So let's create two tasks here. Let's imagine this follow-up here is related to a person with the name of untitled. Well, let's just name it Carter, just to make this a little bit more of a practical example. And then
So he had people, visible, due date, and I think that's it.
let's say we have a follow-up with Chad. The follow-up with Carter has an action date. The follow-up with Chad does not. So here we want this form. formula to print scheduled for this particular task, and we want it to print not scheduled for this particular task. So what we're going to do is click into this empty box, and we're going to type
Oh.
in if parenthesis empty, and we're just going to select this function as it pops up, and then we're going to type in prop. So we have to tell it which prop, action date. Actually, just delete prop and just click action date. That's a quicker way to do it, because it puts prop in there for you. And then we're going to close that off, and then we're going to add a comma. And next we're going to enter some quote marks, and we're just going to type in what we want it to say if action date is empty. So if action date is empty, needs scheduling, and then close that off. So quote marks. We're going to add another comma. So next we're going to add some quote marks, and I'm going to type scheduled. So this is what it's going to print if this is not true. So then we're going to close that off and hit done. So now, as you can see, this one here says scheduled.
Not sure if that worked. We'll go back to tasks, CRM.
And this one below says needs scheduling.
Oh, I know it should be in here.
Off some quote marks. We're going to add another comma. So next we're going to add some quote marks. And we're just off, and then we're going to add a comma. And next we're going to enter some quote marks, and we're just going to type in what we want it to say if action date is empty. So if action date is empty, needs scheduling, and then close that off. Quote marks. We're going to add another comma. So next we're going to add some quote marks, and I'm going to type scheduled. So this is what it's going to print if this is not true.
If empty parentheses do me. Oh shoot, wait. Oh. Why does he have no parentheses? Because if parentheses is empty, parentheses, he has prop. That's why. Closes that. Because I was doing double right here. There, oh, there it goes. So now it's gonna work. Oh, sick. Nice. Needs scheduling. Nice, nice.
So then we're going to close that off and hit done. So now, as you can see, this one here says scheduled and this one below says needs scheduling. But if I add a date to this, it's going to say scheduled as well. So now I can group by this formula, and I'm just going to rename this formula to scheduled ? And we can just go ahead and hide this formula. It doesn't need to be seen in any of our views.
And this one too. Hide in view.
Same with all of these created time properties. Unless you want to have them in your views, you can just hide in view. And now this should be relatively functional. So now let's build out our homepage because we have the back-end databases ready to go. They're all built how we need them. So what I like to do is create callouts to organize things. So I'm just going to hit slash and I'm going to type in call, and then you'll see this callout block. Hit enter and we can add an icon.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's do that. CRM. Where are we looking for? Slash call.
On here. So for this first one, I'm going to type in databases, and I'm just going to select the databases icon.
Oh wait, I already did that. Shoot. All right, so we're over here.
And already scheduled. Once we give a task an action date, it's not going to be in needs scheduling anymore. We can close that.
All right, let's do this.
Tasks is what we're going to call it. I'm going to highlight it, Control B to make it bold. And here for icons, we're just going to go with the check. I'm going to hold shift, hit enter, type slash, create linked view of database, enter. And then if it pops out of the call out, just drag it in there and then get rid of that space. And we're going to name this view classic list. And it's just going to be a list of our tasks.
I didn't do that. Let's do a divide. There we go.
So I'm going to select a data source, tasks. I'm going to hide this task title, and I'm going to rename this to classic list. And this list is just going to include everything except for my tasks that are done. I don't want to see anything that's done in here. So when I hit done, I want it to disappear out of this list. Okay, so I'm gonna hit filter, gonna go to more status. The status is not done. So then it's gonna show me anything that's not done. And when something gets checked off, it disappears. You might be wondering where those will go, but we're going to be creating an archive view where you can see all of your completed tasks in a moment. The next view we need to create is called the scheduler. So I'm going to hit plus and I'm going to click tasks once again. We're going to rename this view to scheduler. And what you'll notice is it's retained this filter because I duplicated it from here. So
Yes,
this is
sir.
good because we don't want to see our completed tasks here either. We just want to see our tasks organized by that property that we created earlier for scheduled. So what I'm going to do is click these three dots, go to group, and then we're going to click this scheduled formula. Now you're
So we're gonna hit these three dots, group by schedule. Oh,
going to see this no scheduled in here. If you see that, then you can just add a new task and it should say needs scheduling now. That's because this particular task does not have an action date. I'm going to hide these properties because I don't need them. So I'm going to close that. Why do we have this no scheduled? Well, this is because Notion just assumes that there might be a chance that we don't have a task that has one of these two situations. But every task is going to either need scheduling or it's going to be scheduled because it either has an action date or it doesn't. So what we need to do is we need to click on these three dots here and we need to hit hide. Now it's not going to show us that group and it's just going to show us needs scheduling and already scheduled. Once we give a task an action date, it's not going to be in needs scheduling anymore. We can close that, and then we can just focus on our schedule. We're going to go ahead and sort.
I'll be honest. I feel like this part right here, I don't really need it as of right now, but I just want to follow. I want to complete the tutorial.
By action date here so that it shows us the action date ascending. And once it shows us the action date ascending, we'll see all of our.
Shit, I missed that. Did he just? Oh, he did sort by due date ascending. Yes.
Our upcoming tasks, go ahead and sort by action date here so that it shows us the action date ascending. And once it shows us the action date ascending, we'll see all of our upcoming tasks based on the date that we're going to take action on them. Next, let's duplicate this scheduler. And let's create a calendar view. I'm going to name it calendar. I'm going to click on layout calendar. And here we can see our tasks on a.
Oh, muy sexy. Duplicate. Rename. Layout. Calendar. Yes.
Calendar view. I can drag them around to change the action date or the date that I'm going to take action on them. And I can also click on these three dots right here, go to properties, and then I can enable the properties that I want to see.
Ooh. Three dots. Properties. I want to see, what does he want to see?
So if I want to see status underneath these, I can check the status.
Okay, cool. That's a good one. Status. I want to see status. Let's see. Do I need to see what else?
And you'll see that status pops up. You can do that with any of these other properties as well, like people, so that you can see the related person. And if you wanted to pull in the company, you could hit related company.
That's it.
and it would show you the company that's related to that person. And again, you can drag these around, you can click into them, and you can complete them, and they'll disappear from this as well because we duplicated this calendar from scheduler. Now we're going to create another view, and this view is going to be of tasks, but I'm just going to create a new table for this one because I want to see all of my tasks that are done in this archive view. So we're going to name it archive, hit enter, and we're going to get rid
Wait, did he duplicate something?
view. And this view is going to be of tasks, but I'm just going to create a new show you the company that's related to that person. And again, you can drag these around, you can click into them, and you can complete them, and they'll disappear from this as well because we duplicated this calendar from scheduler. Now we're going to create another view, and this view is going to be of tasks, but I'm just going to create a new table for this one because I want to see all of my tasks that are done in this from scheduler. Now we're going to create another view, and this view is going to be of tasks, but I'm just going to create a new table for this one because I want to see all of my tasks that are done in this archive view. So we're going to name it archive. Hit enter, and we're going to get rid of this title by hiding data. Database title, and we're just going to click on the filter, go to more, status is new table for this one because I want to see all of my tasks that are done in this archive view. So we're going to name it archive, hit enter, and we're going to get rid of this title by hiding database title, and we're just going to click on the filter, go to more, status is done. So now the status has to be done to be seen in here. And you can leave this as a table if you want to, just like this. You can pull in any properties that you want to see here. But what I prefer for the done is just a layout of list so that all I see here are the tasks names and if they're done or not. And you can also go to properties and you can pull in the related person and the related company if you'd like, so that if it has that relevant person, like this one here, and that person has a company related to them, then you'll see the person and the company that these tasks are related to. So now we have a classic list where we can check things off, and it's sorted by, well, it should be sorted by action date. I haven't done that yet, but you hit sort, action date, ascending, and now this is sorted by action date. So I'm are related to. So now we have a classic list where we can check things off, and it's sorted by, well, it should be sorted by action date. I haven't done that yet, but you hit sort, action date, ascending. And now this is sorted by action date. So I'm going to see the most recent upcoming action date. And then under scheduler, we're going to see any tasks that need scheduling. For instance, if I quickly add a new task, let's just call it follow up with so and so. And then we add a person, so and so, to our database. And it doesn't have an action date. I click away because I don't want to make an action date for it yet. What you'll notice is when you come back later, you can process this and you can think of a good action date for it. So then I added an action date. It's on my calendar and it's out of needs scheduling. So that's that workflow. That's how that works. And then we have the calendar, and the calendar view allows you to drag things around and reprioritize where things are inside of your calendar. And finally, we have the archive so that you can reflect on the things that you've completed. There's one more step in finishing up this CRM, and that is to add a contacts area. So this is a place where you can see a general library of all of the companies and people that are related to your CRM. So in order to get out of this database, we're just going to hit backspace in this empty space down here. If, by the way, you accidentally delete something, like let's say I accidentally deleted all of that, I could just hit Control Z or Command Z to bring it right back. And then we're just going to click into this empty space here. I'm going to type /callout, enter, and we're going to call this your contacts. Highlight it all and hit Control B, Command B if you're on Mac to highlight it or to bold it, excuse me. And then we're going to click on this icon. And for contacts, we're just going to type in person. And I'll just go with like this profile picture here. And we're going to hold shift, hit enter, hold shift, hit enter again. Click up here, hit /, type div, enter. And no matter what I do, this thing doesn't stay in here. So I'm just going to drag it back in, backspace those spaces. We're going to hit plus next to that divider. Finally, we're just going to type in create linked view of database. And this time we're going to link a view of people. So I'm going to select people. I'm going to go ahead and hide this database title. And I don't want to see that this in a table. I want to see it in a gallery. So I'm going to click on these three dots. Go to layout and gallery. Now this looks a whole lot nicer for looking at all of the people within your database. So I'm just going to hit card size, make it small. None of these are that important that I want them to just completely fill the whole screen and take up the rest of the screen real estate. And then this is optional, but if you have pictures of these people, or if you want to pull pictures off of their LinkedIn and pop them in here, you could do that and just have a picture of them. You could go ahead and change card preview to page cover. And let's say we had a picture of so-and-so. We could add a cover here, change cover, and you can hit upload, or you can link to that picture here, or you can just go to Unsplash, and I'm just going to add an example headshot, and I'm going to select this guy here, and then I can reposition this, hit save position, click away, and now we have a nice picture here, which I can also reposition at this point, hit save position, and then you'll have some nice pictures of these different people in here. Any of these untitled people, this is an opportunity to kind of purge out any mistakes that you might have made when you're hitting add on the quick add. you might just accidentally click that, and then it's just going to create an untitled person if you click away. So for any of these untitled, we can just click these three dots, delete, three dots, delete, and so on. Let's delete this one as well because it was just an example. Same with name of person. And we could just go through here and we could add a cover photo for each of these people. It could even be a company logo or something like that if you don't have a headshot for the person, but I'm just gonna add some headshots in here to make this look a bit nicer. So that could look really nice if you wanted to see your contacts by their face. Might help you remember them a little bit better if you put a face to the name. Next, I'm just going to hit sort, and we are going to sort by person, ascending. And what that's going to do is it's going to alphabetically sort these names. Then what we can do is we can rename this here to people. And if we want to bring in some more properties, click properties and select the properties you want to see. So email, phone, related company. And if you select all of those, then if this person has those, it will show up. So let's just do cart@test.com. If I click away, you'll notice that I now have these properties showing up because I've filled those out. Now, if you don't want to show a face here, you can just click these three dots, go into layout, and then you can change card preview to none, and that will get rid of the face. Next, we're just going to go ahead and duplicate this people page, and we're going to go to source, change it to companies, and now we have our companies here. I'm just going to rename this to companies. We're going to hide this title, and again, if you
I was thinking about the same thing.
want to, you can click on these three dots, go into properties, and you can show specific properties that you want to show, like related people or related tasks. And you can even click on these three dots, go into layout, and if you want to see a preview or a logo for each of these companies, for instance, you could select page cover, and then you could click into each of these, add a cover, and whatever you make the cover will show up here. So let's just go to Unsplash, for instance, and search up logo and see what kind of logos they have. That is how you would sort of add those and add the properties within it. I hope you enjoyed this CRM walkthrough, and if you want this without having to build it, then you can check out the link in the description below. I'm sure if you've stuck around this long, then you probably aren't here for the template. You're probably here to learn about how to build. But if you do want to access the template to look back at what I've done in this video, you certainly can do that. All right, we'll see you in the next one.
Hi, I'm Sean Galani. A few weeks ago, an experiment went wrong at the Alignment Research Center. A group of scientists asked their artificial...
Oh, show. Okay. So we're done. So now the fun part is researching companies. But before I do that, let's...
Technology, computers, and coding are an extremely valuable industry. And I know that if you have a foundation in coding, there's a place for you at almost any company. My name is Grant Gutschow. I'm an active duty military officer, and Codecademy has helped me grow my technical skills and offer me limitless potential for future.
Hello and welcome to the all.
I think I'm done with this. Perfect. Okay. Oh, my coffee. Okie dokie. So now what we have to do is we gotta take all of these right here and then, yeah. I will say though, for the databases, for the people, some of the things I do need to add here are, let's see, I need to add LinkedIn. I need a link. Link URL. This is LinkedIn. And then bring that. No. And then go back to CRM. And then for companies database, I also need LinkedIn. And another URL. LinkedIn. And then I need another one. This is website, just to make it easier. And then boom. Perfect. Now that I have that, Oops. So I guess I can just start adding companies like this. Oh, this is companies. Rename that. So with repurpose, we have this is way better. Yeah. So we have fireflies. No. Do blue dot. Competitors would be this is AI video conferencing. No more property. Okay, cool. And then cool. Actually, this is a good time to see if I can add a icon, add a cover. Copy image. Or no, I can do the copy link address. Then do this. Cover, change cover, link. Something like that. Oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. Next one is Dora. Dora. Copy. Website. It's here. You can do And then the last thing we need is what if I just do this? No, so I need to go here. So okay. Damn it. Well, next is spline. Spline. Actually, this is, I think, a great opportunity not to do Dora or Spline. Let's do the competitors of text to speech. Okay. Or the okay, so let's do Submagic. Submagic. Magic, related people, no one. Website. Do it. Industries. This will be AI video editing. And we'll also take their address. Image bad. Boom. Letters website. Cool. Then we'll do was la remember voice.ai. So we'll also do, let's see, we'll do subtitle. Sub. Copy image, or actually, we'll do next. Sub. Cool. Hmm. Oh, okay. Copy the image. Oh, there it is. Cool. Next. Captions.ai. And then this one is Opus. And then here. Um, Ooh. Maybe if I accept the cookies. Let's go to their IG. Then page cover, link, boom, submit. All right. So we have these. And we also identified this, right? So read. So there's read now right here. Let's add this company. And then so we'll do read. Competitors we know for sure is going to be, oh, wait. Why did I make a competitors database? So you just put companies. We'll do that later. Website is here. And then their LinkedIn. Do they have one? They do. LinkedIn is here. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let's go to the database here, companies. And then for competitors, edit property, and then set the relation. So edit property, we'll change the change property. I think we just have to delete it. Or actually just do like text and then do relation. And then the relation is to companies. We'll do company competitors. Fuck. And then add a relation. Boom, like that. And then now if we do blue dot, we should be able to select, yeah, there we go. So we did read is here, blue dot. And then so if we go back, CRM, to finish read, boom, perfect. Company competitor. Oh, wait, I'm confused now. I'm confused. So we'll go back to companies. Now let's delete this whole. Delete the property. Okay, so we have related people and companies. If we go back to CRM, we go to, let's see, read. We don't have it here anymore. Cool, cool, cool. If we go back to companies, we add one, add relation, companies. This data set, no limit, separate directions. Right, related, what does this mean? So properties for each direction of a two-way. No, I don't think it needs to be this. Right? And then change this to add relation. Cool. For example, so if we go back to CRM, we go back to read, we hit competitors, and we say, okay, read's competitor is a blue dot. Boom. If we go to blue dot, it'll show that read is a competitor. Cool. But what about captions? Let's say we say, okay, so for captions, it's Opus Clips, it's the subtitle, it's Submagic, and it's repurpose.io. All those are competitors, right? True. And then if you go to like repurpose.io, you'll see, oh, okay, so repurpose.io's competitor is, let's do it for all of them. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Repurpose.io. But then again, like if they're in an industry, they're all like competitors, and I guess we can add more. We could do it, just do it manually. Opus, subtitle, blah, blah, and that's it, yeah. Subtitles, the same thing. Submagic, open, Opus, same thing. Subtitle. Subtitle. Oh shit. Wait, what? Opus. Opus. We also have Submagic. And for Submagic, I think that's it. Read, Submagic. Yeah. Cool. Going back to read, we have LinkedIn, we have website. Read, copy image, save it. Where's read? Boom. Door is the only one. I feel like we can just get the or repurpose the IO. The oh, I did want to. Okay, I remember now. Repurpose the IO. Your LinkedIn. Website. Cool. And then actually, the website takes a while to load. CRM. Coolio. Okay, cool. I guess we can we can also make like another card here that says like industries. But I feel like that's a lot. I'm getting tired already, sleeping. Cool. All right. You know what I want to do? I think tomorrow, Sunday, I want to work. Let's actually watch this video. So YouTube channel. And the video is by, shoot, I don't know. There's what's the guy's name? I forgot his name. I think it's because it's on my personal channel. Oh. Oh, I think I actually like the video too, so it might be easier to find like that. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so subscriptions would have to be. Mm, oh, here it is. I guess just watch it here. Oh, actually, but I want you to.
Today, we're going to go over how to scrape high-quality phone numbers, mobile phone numbers of your prospects so you can do more cold calls, more voicemails, and more text messages. I did a video testing every single lead list tool I could possibly find, but that video is more optimized for finding emails. But trying to find high-quality phone numbers is usually a completely different strategy. There's a couple different ways of scraping. One way is with scraping a business data, so it's basically just a broad overall data of a specific business. So let's just say plumbers in Miami, it'll give you the phone numbers and emails of those companies. But it's not usually giving you the person's name, the person that owns that company, or their personal data. And so So for that, they have personal data scraping, which is usually you scraping from LinkedIn or other data sources, and it'll scrape the personal phone number of the person that owns the business. Now, how to scrape the individual really depends on the industry you're reaching out to, so you have to put yourself into their shoes. So for example, as a plumber, you probably made the website yourself, you just got started, you put everything up yourself, you probably put up a Facebook page, and then you let it run. And on that Facebook page, you probably put your personal phone number on there, or on the website, you probably put your personal phone number because you want to take the calls yourself and you're the plumber, you're the one-man band. But a law firm is a lot different, where they have a secretary or someone that's at a front desk, they have landlines, they have things already in place and established. Same with like doctors or dentists, they usually don't have their personal data on the website. You usually can't find the personal phone number of the dentist on their website. And so for that, you need personal data scraping, and you need to find the specific dentist and their specific phone number. So we're going to go over smaller, more local businesses first. If you're trying to reach out to them, I recommend a tool called Leads Gorilla, and a second to that option would be D7 Lead Finder. D7 Lead Finder is a very basic tool, but you get a lot out of it in terms of the price that you're paying. It's also good depending on the niche you're targeting. So if you're targeting law firms, it might not be the best tool for you, but if you're targeting, let's just say junk removal, which is what I use for this example, I got 230 phone numbers and I had 91 mobile phone numbers out of that, which is 39% mobile phone number rate. That might not sound very good, but it is pretty good. Usually between 40 and 60% is what we're looking for in terms of the mobile phone number hit rate, I guess. Now, again, it depends on the industry that you're a little different. It gives you two options in terms of scraping. One option is scraping from Facebook business pages. The other option is scraping from just Google. Now, I noticed that usually scraping from Facebook gives you higher quality data, just because usually if you're setting up a Facebook business page, it's usually the owner that's setting that up. They're usually putting in their personal data, so their personal email, their personal phone number into that Facebook business page. And so when I scraped a list of junk removal companies, I got 126 phone numbers, and 76 of those phone numbers were mobile verified. Now, setting up Leads Gorilla was kind of annoying up front, like you had to set up some sort of Google Cloud API thing. So if you're not very tech savvy, it's kind of hard to use. I would just recommend D7 Lead Finder. D7 Lead Finder is super simple, super easy to use. I also pulled multiple lists with Leads Gorilla just to see what the average was. On average, I found that 50% of the phone numbers are mobile verified if it's a local business, one-man band type business. I also tried pulling a list of attorneys and found that only 5% of them were mobile verified. So again, depends on the industry. Okay, so now that we have local businesses out of the way, how do we pull high quality phone numbers of individuals like CEOs, owners, founders, high value prospects, and companies? Personal data scraping is usually just going on LinkedIn, searching your specific audience using your criteria, and then using specific scraping tools to find your prospects' phone numbers. The tools I recommend for this is LeadRocks and then also SalesQL. Now, LeadRocks is a bit bittersweet. I'm not going to make this extremely technical, but basically, if you buy it directly from their website, it's about 3 cents per contact. I don't think that's very worth it. 3 cents is pretty expensive per contact. It also only works on a LinkedIn search, not LinkedIn Sales Navigator, but you have to buy LinkedIn Sales Navigator in order to use the LinkedIn search. Usually it's fine though. You're just basically going to go onto LinkedIn and find your audience by using the keyword search up at the top, then go to people, then search a specific location. Then you can go into all filters, scroll all the way down to titles, and find the titles there, and then you search owner or founder or CEO to find owners, founders, and CEOs of those specific companies. You can only scrape 1,000 at a time, and so you have to segment the market into several different lists. So you have to do like Florida and scrape 1,000 from Florida, and then Ohio, and then scrape 1,000 from Ohio. You can download the Chrome extension, and it'll scrape everybody for you. You can take that list, upload it to LeadRocks, and you'll get a ton of phone numbers and emails and data with the list that you scraped. The problem is that only 25% of the emails are valid, so it's not very good for emails at all. But it is very good for phone numbers. Now, it'll only match about 40% of the people in terms of emails. So it'll give you, let's just say if you scrape 1,000 people, it'll get you about 400 emails. And then only 15% of them will have phone numbers. So out of 1,000 people, you'll only get about 150 phone numbers. And about 60% of those phone numbers are going to be valid. So about only 100 valid phone numbers out of the 1,000 total contacts that you scrape. So here's a list of 1,000 contacts that I scraped. Got 152 phone numbers. 104 of them were valid. So that's 68% valid phone number rate. So honestly, that isn't the best, but there isn't a lot of tools that are going to give you really high quality phone numbers. And so this one is actually somewhat worth it based on the price. Now, back to price. The only way that I recommend this is if you buy it on AppSumo. So AppSumo right here, I bought this hat from AppSumo. I don't get paid from AppSumo. I don't know why I don't get paid. I promote them so much, but AppSumo is a platform where you can buy softwares one time. So you buy it for a one-time fee. So sometimes it's on, like every 3 months or so, it'll come on AppSumo, and it'll come on for about $79. You get 5,000 credits per month for $79 one time. So you pay one time, but you get credits per month. And so in the long term, it's a lot cheaper just to buy this deal on AppSumo. So when LeadRocks comes out on AppSumo, I think it's worth it if you're just looking for a ton of mobile phone numbers for whatever industry you're trying to target. But other than that, I wouldn't buy it directly from their website, and I would honestly just recommend using this other tool. Now, this other tool is SalesQL. It is a little bit better. Their top tier package is $119 for 10,000 credits, which is about 1.2 cents per credit. It gives you good emails and phone numbers, so it's like the best. What I don't like about it is a little slow in scraping. It takes a little bit. Also, you can only scrape 400 contacts per day using their Chrome extension. The Chrome extension does work really well. It also, you can scrape from Sales Navigator, which is awesome. I scraped a list of 300 contacts. 209 of them had phone numbers, which is great. 83 of those were mobile verified, so that's 39% mobile verified rate. So theoretically, you can scrape 1,000 people. I don't really know why I just didn't scrape 1,000 people, but if I did scrape 1,000 people, I should get about 600 phone numbers, and about 240 of those would be verified, which is a lot better than LeadRocks. And it is a little cheaper than LeadRocks, at least in the short term. If you're using these phone numbers to do cold calling or voicemails or text campaigns, I have systems that I use to consistently get 120 sales calls per month with these phone numbers. So if you're interested in something like that, you can book a call with my team below, where I'll help you set up those systems and give you access to all the tools that you need. I'll also coach you one-on-one, and if it doesn't work, you don't pay anything. So if you're interested, you can book a call below. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Oh, that was it.
Hey guys, so this is
Today we're going to go over.
So here's another one where he does the email.
Today we're going to go over Mistrika. It is a new AppSumo deal for cold email, one of the best deals on the market right now. It's currently $99 one time, and I'm going to compare a lot to Instantly, because that's what a lot of other people are using. So Instantly here, $97 per month, unlimited accounts, 25,000 active leads, 100,000 emails, credits per month basically. And so $97, cool, right? Pretty good. This is $99 one time, and we get to keep it forever. So if I'm having Instantly for a year, you're going to pay $1,200 for the year. You buy this, $99 one time. Now, what do you get for $99? Well, you get 5,000 uploaded contacts, unlimited email addresses, unlimited sending. Now, you might need more than 5,000 contacts uploaded at a time. Basically, what that means is you can have 5,000 contacts uploaded, and if you send out to all those 5,000 contacts, you can then delete those 5,000 contacts and upload a new 5,000 contacts. You can also upgrade the plan where you can buy another code and get 10,000 contacts or 15,000 contacts and so on. And so I have the 10,000 contacts plan, because you probably usually don't have more than 10,000 contacts uploaded to your campaigns at any given time. So this is what I use. And so if it costs me $200 one time, but with Instantly I'm paying $1,200 per year, you know, where should my money go? You know, and so let's just see how they compare, how good they are compared to each other. So on the homepage on Mistrika, you have just all the email accounts that you have connected. You can connect email accounts pretty easily, put your account name, the email address, and you can connect via Gmail or SMTP or IMAP, which you can do with almost any platform like Zoho or Outlook, whatever. I just used Gmail accounts, and it made it really easy to bulk upload a whole bunch of Gmail accounts. So it was just like, it took like 10 minutes, upload all these Gmail accounts, and I didn't have to do it one by one by one. Also has a warming process. You can see the success right here of the warming process and how good the accounts are, and also how many it's sent, how many replied, saved, received, all that stuff. You can look at the warming statistics up right here. Boom. So the warming is pretty good. You can look at, oh, dude, this is so good. Look at this. Has highlighted stuff, like so much detail in here, and I feel like no one's talking about this tool. I don't know why, but they also have a ton of features in terms of being able to do different settings. So you have the email settings, that's just the basic, like the name on the account and all that stuff. But then we have warm-up configuration. We have all the stuff you can do within the warm-up, and then you can also do campaign settings, how many emails you want to send per day within the campaign, tracking domain, all that stuff. Pretty cool signature too if you want. What I didn't like about some other tools, like Omni.us was on AppSumo for a little bit. Omni.us just didn't give you a lot of features, a lot of different tools that you could use, or a lot of different settings that you could tweak, which a lot of people like to do when doing cold email, because everyone has their own opinion, right? So anyways, that's connecting the accounts. Pretty good, pretty similar to Instantly. I mean, I think the leg up, some people were telling me that you can do bulk upload accounts on Instantly. I just couldn't find it. I don't even know where it was. You have this bulk action item, which you can bulk delete people, but I didn't see bulk settings maybe. I don't know. You can't, you can do bulk with this, right, which is pretty cool, but I didn't see a way to bulk upload new email accounts. So anyways, pretty good, similar warming strategies, similar settings that you can do on both of those platforms, but this one's a lot cheaper, right? Next up is campaigns. I use this for a video I did recently on like, should you use AI outreach or personalized AI stuff? And so we have some of these campaigns here. As you can see, the response rate is about similar to any other email campaign, so you know that their email reputation or the server reputation isn't bad, whatever, those mumbo jumbo. You can see that I have a 4% response rate, 2.7, 5%, 4.9%. So you know that it's actually working. I'm actually getting responses. This tool isn't like in the gutter. It's not like not working at all where it's really cheap. It's actually really good. A whole bunch of configuration that you can do. You go to edit campaign. They make it really easy to set up campaigns. You can also do A/B testing, just like on Instantly. Email sequences, leads, you can have custom variables, all that stuff, which is great. And tons of settings. You can upload all the email accounts at once. So you can, I want to send from all these email accounts, and every email account can only send 20 per day. You can have a limit on each, or on this campaign, we want to upload 2,000 per day, and then a max of 1,000 leads per day, not 1,000 new leads, but 2,000 emails sent per day, whatever. And then, campaign for configuration, all that stuff is in here. Also, open tracking, deliver optimization, which is text-only mode. I disabled that because I don't like text-only mode, and depending on which campaign I'm doing. Universal inbox, this is also a game changer, and just like Instantly, I think Instantly kind of pioneered all of these things, but now it's just a race to the bottom in terms of who is going to be the cheapest, right? And so we have just every email that comes through, it'll come through into here, and which is great. It usually takes about, I'd say 3 to 5 minutes for the email. So it's not like instant. So if I reply to an email, it'll take about 3 to 5 minutes for it to come back through here. And then when I reply back to them, it takes about, a minute, 2 minutes to get the reply back. So it's a little slight delay, but it's like any other tool. And so as you can see, all the responses coming in. You also have a whole bunch of, out of office, wrong person. You can kind of mark people as whatever, mark as blah, 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 blah. It's kind of same as Instantly, but I think Instantly just has a few more features, like it just looks a little cleaner, all that stuff. I think it's pretty worth it. Honestly, like if you're doing cold email, I don't know, like setting it up for clients is really easy. It's super cheap. Like you don't have to, what I love about these AppSumo deals is that you just don't have to worry about it long term, where it's like, I'm going to spend $1,200 over the course of a year using Instantly. Or I can just buy Mastrika for $200 one time, and I never have to worry about buying it again. It's like it just relieves so much pressure off my plate. I don't even like spending things that are like $10 a month because I know I'm probably going to forget about it. And so it's just really annoying. It just keeps taking money out of my bank account, and I never remember it, So this is what I would do if I were you guys. I'm personally using it. I love it. If you want me and my team to help you build out a system to send 50,000 cold emails per month using...
All right. Well, let's see. What was it called again? Mastrika? Oh, it's crazy. Comparison why? Someone said, I purchased. Top tier products on market for cold email feature wise. Don't get your product after Or okay, so let me just no, because why not? Before I buy, actually, let me log into B human AI. Let me show you this other one. See the magic, generate personalized videos, send over email, SMS, or LinkedIn. Own yourself persona, unlimited possibilities. Pretty cool.
Rather. And welcome. Today I'm joining you from beautiful Italy. Just learned last night campaign and then reply to it. So let's do that now. So let me go to my campaign. Here it is. I have to write the email. So I'll just do, hey, this is a demo. I'll just,
Almost this.
this email would say something like, hey, first name.
This was a month ago. Human persona update. Okay.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Dom, founder here at Be Human. And in this conversation, you can ask me anything about, well, Be Human. So maybe questions about how it works, pricing, how we built it. So go ahead and ask some questions.
Hey Dom, nice to meet you. Can you tell me about Be Human?
Be Human is an innovative platform that uses AI technology to generate and distribute personalized videos at scale.
Okay, cool. And I've heard about Persona. What is Persona?
So, Persona is a tool that allows you to digitally clone yourself and then put that clone into video chats with your audience. The clone can learn what you know, look like you, and sound like you. So, it's a digital representation of you.
Very cool. And how much does this Persona cost?
Persona costs just $9 a month during the alpha phase. You get to keep that pricing, so get in while it's cheap.
Puoi dire qualcosa in italiano?
Quali sono i tuoi obiettivi per questa posizione? Come gestisci i conflitti sul posto di lavoro? Come promuovi la crescita e lo sviluppo del personale? Qual è il tuo stile di gestione come responsabile?
That's
Quali sono i
crazy.
principali tratti positivi che cerchi in un manager?
So Dom, I'm in real estate. How can Be Human benefit me as a real estate agent?
Using Be Human can lead to better client relationships, improved customer engagement, and more efficient scheduling of
I
property
bought
deals
this
for real
program.
estate
It was on a
businesses.
lifetime deal, and so
Got
I
it.
can
Thanks
make
for your time, Dom.
videos and like send it.
Okay, well, as you've just seen, there's a lot of new updates to Persona, so let's dive in. When you first open the app, you'll see your different personas here. Let me open up the one I just spoke to. Okay, so this is the training page. Now, in order to make your persona, we've actually updated how training works. So you'll need to follow the directions in this video. It takes about 5 minutes to film, but you do have to follow the instructions. So make sure you follow that. Once you submit the training video by uploading it here and then submitting it, it'll take about 24 hours for the persona to be ready, at which point we'll send you an email and let you know. Now let's get into the knowledge base. This is really where the magic happens. It's where you build your persona and you simply add knowledge to it. So it all starts by adding training data. Well, we can hit new training data and let's give the training a title. So maybe this is like day one about Be Human. Okay, so what do we want it to train on? So I want my persona to be able to answer questions about Be Human. So let me put in the Be Human website and they'll start to learn from that website. Let's hit next. Okay, now what's happening is it's searching across Be Human, all the various pages it can learn from. As you can see here, there's a lot. All of our blog articles, everything. So let's go ahead and let's select all of these because they're all important to me. And I want my persona to be really, really knowledgeable about everything there is to know for Be Human. So let's hit add data. Okay, so at this point, our persona has started to learn the data set, which means it's reading and researching what we inputted in order to generate knowledge from that. Let's look at a data set it already learned from. So in this scenario, I trained it on the BeHuman website as well. And I can hit generate knowledge. And from this point, I need to decide how many individual points of knowledge it should know about what I trained it on. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I upload my resume and I tell it, just learn a little bit about it. Well, it's going to learn maybe 5, 6 points about it. Maybe where I went to school, what I'm doing right now, my full name, things like that. But if I put it over here to a lot on the other end of the spectrum, well, it's going to learn a lot about me. It's going to learn everything like, where I went to school. It's going to learn how long I was in school. It's going to learn, what did I think about my school based on what I described it, right? There's a lot that I could put in there. The other thing is the description. So what should the AI focus on as it researches and learns? So should it focus on, going back to the example of putting in my resume, should it focus on answering questions about my job history, or should it focus on my volunteering and my education? So you can basically guide it to focus on different topics. Let's hit next. Okay, so eventually you'll see this button here, View Prompts. Now, what is a prompt? A prompt is a question that your persona can be asked. So for example, how can businesses sign up for BeHuman? Well, businesses can sign up for BeHuman on their platform or contact us at info@behuman.ai for more information. So our prompt is what the persona can be asked, and within every prompt we have a response. Now, for example, let's say someone asked me this exact question. How can businesses sign up for BeHuman? Well, they're going to get my reply, which we've learned from the training set what that reply should be. Now, let's say they ask something different, but with the same intention. So for example, something like, hey, so I'd love to start using BeHuman. How can I log in? Okay, so different keywords, right? We didn't say it exactly the same way. However, still, our AI will be able to detect the intention behind the question in order to give you the right response. So as you can see here, there are a lot of different responses added from this training set. So I can click load more and you'll see quite a bit, right? So at this point, this has been added into my knowledge base. And I can go ahead and continue to add in more training data to make my persona smarter and smarter. So where can we manage the knowledge base as a whole across all of our different training sets? Well, right here in the knowledge tab. So here you can see your list of all of the prompt responses from your persona. And there's a couple of actions here on the right. So first of all, delete if you want your persona to erase the memory, or you can hit record to record the audio of that response. Let's say, for example, you have a question you get asked all the time. You want to make sure you really hit the nail on the head in terms of your response. So instead of having the AI generate my voice, I can actually just record it myself. So for example, great question. So businesses can sign up on the BeHuman site. On the top right corner, you'll see the sign up button. All you have to do is click that and you'll get started in under 10 seconds. I'm so excited to see you on the platform. Okay, and now it's going to use my voice instead of the generated voice to answer that question. Of course, we'll be cloning your face at the same time. Finally, we have the edit button, which allows us to edit the prompt and the response. So if the persona learned something incorrectly or you want to add some sort of nuance, you can do that here. Now finally, if you're building, you won't have your response recorded manually. Finally, hit save to log. How do we build? With that said, we'll pause here and come back.
There's also on script, I can just individual bed code. So I can just click on him to max. What is Messify?
Hi, my name is Richard. I'm here to show you some cool things on the core concepts of decentralization, openness, and greater user utility enabled by block.
What about advanced mode? Okay.
Welcome to this tutorial for advanced mode. You're almost to the point of unlocking untold business potential using the power of our groundbreaking AI. Although before they get one that AI really works well with. So don't get discouraged if the AI doesn't generate a perfect result on your first template. Here's what you can do to maximize your results. 1. be at least 5 feet from the camera. This works. This works. This does not work. This works. 2. Make sure you're recording in high quality. If your webcam doesn't have good quality, use your iPhone instead. 3. Make sure you have soft, even light across your face. It's even better if it's a little bit dim. Don't have any hard, direct lighting on your face. 4. Make sure there's no background noise and that your voice is crisp and clear. And 5. Make sure your video is at least 45 seconds long, so we have enough data of your voice to do our voice cloning. For advanced mode, speak your variables out loud. For example, hey first name, how's it going? This is Don with Behuman. I wanted to get in touch. I see you're in city, and I would love to chat. You need to keep your variables in short phrases. For example, in the phrase, hey name, our variable is name, but our phrase is the full phrase, hey name. Make sure the phrases that your variable's in are short. Another example, I see you're in city, is a very short phrase with the variable being city, so that works. A bad example is, hey first name, I hope all is well. I see you're in city, I would love to talk to you about company. That's a bad example because we have a very long phrase with multiple variables in it. Keep your phrases short with just one variable per phrase. A phrase is marked by a pause at the beginning and a pause at the end. See you're in city, I would love to talk to you about company. That's a bad example because we have a very long phrase with multiple variables in it. Keep your phrases short with just one variable per phrase. A phrase is marked by a pause at the beginning and a pause at the end. Here's an example of a script with 2 variables. Hey name, hope you're doing well. This is Don of Behuman. I wanted to reach out because I have something really interesting for you. We're changing the game, especially in industry, and I would love to tell you about our work, and so on and so forth. The most important thing to remember is that you have to experiment. You're getting access to the world's most groundbreaking video AI. Is it perfect? No. Does it require a couple tries to get up and running? Yes. But once you get there, you'll have a video that you can scale to tens of thousands of people. You'll be able to unlock increase rate 7 times the click-through rate and 4 times conversions. This email would say something like, hey first name. So I'm going to continue that. It's not going to, I'll have to first send that campaign and then reply to it. So let's do that now. So let me go to my campaign. Here it is. I have to write the email. So I'll just do, hey, this is a demo. I'll just, this email would say.
Oh, I think I can connect. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me actually see what he's doing.
A lot of you use instantly, so that's why I thought it would be a good place to start. Tool of choice. Platform here. You have to worry about the cost because you're only generating the videos when someone replies, yeah, sure, send the video along. So let's get into it. Let me just open up the platform here, and we'll be using Instantly today as our tool of choice. A lot of you use Instantly, so that's why I thought it would be a good place to start. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make a Zapier flow. And I basically want to say, all right, whenever there is a reply to my, let's say, campaign in Instantly or Snovia or whatever platform, I want to ask this user giving me a positive reply, yes, I want to talk. Yes, you can send the video. Okay, only then do we then send the video. If there's no reply or if they say no, we don't send the video. So we don't, we don't incur costs, or, use our quota on our account to do that. So how it's going to work is we're going to start with instantly. There's probably 100 different ways to do this, right? So this is just, my interpretation of it. Let me just sign into my instantly account here. And by the way, any other questions as we're going through this, just feel free to ping them in the chat. All right. Okay, so I'm going to select the campaign here, just say my campaign. And the event type is, I want to say there's a reply received. Boom, there we go. So I'm going to continue that. It's not going to, I have to first send that campaign and then reply to it. So let's do that now. So let me go to my campaign. Here it is. I have to write the email. So I'll just do, hey, this is a demo. I'll just, this email would say something like, hey, first name. You'd say something like, I wanted to get in touch because I shot a little video review, maybe researching the aerospace industry, right? Let's say you're reaching out to airlines, right? I think you'll find it interesting. Okay, something like this, right? Obviously, I just made this up on the spot. You probably want to refine this a bit more. But basically saying, hey, I recorded a video about X interesting topic, X valuable thing for the recipient. Do you want me to send it over? Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. I'm going to start this campaign so that I'll receive it, and then I can go ahead and reply to it. Let me just make sure it sends. Let me share my screen. Hit on, and we're going to again pull the name. It could come from instantly, and then in this example, I have a website in there as well. Again, just for the sake of example, that. So, but actually, if you notice, if I go back to events, there's one that says reply to email. And reply to email is actually better because it's going to keep that reply in the same thread. So it looks like we literally just cut and pasted the video or imported the video in that specific single email. Whereas sending an email, this action is going to create a new thread. So we can do reply, but if we do reply, we probably need to select which email it's replying to, right? So there has to be an existing thread in Gmail as opposed to instantly. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to change this trigger. I'm actually going to change it to Gmail. And the reason for that, again, so the reply can be in that same thread. So whenever there's a new email, and of course you could use a dedicated inbox for this, or maybe you label the replies somehow. But let's say you're sending through instantly, and the replies are coming into Gmail, right? Let's do something like that. And build a flow for it.
We look at over here. $99. Add your email account. So I guess I'll just do this. Okay, so unlimited email address, 10,000 uploaded contacts for cold mail out. 15,000 I guess just buy it. So let me go ahead and do this here. Let's see checkout. Then billing. Should I just hire this dude to do this for me? How much the? Let me just buy this first. Continue to payment method. Yes. Please order now. Complete. Checkout complete. Nice. Okay, I bought it. So I'm gonna figure that out and do more research on it. But as of right now, what's the next thing I can do? I don't need that. Product marketing. All right, let's do this then. Yeah. Because we haven't yeah, let's just finish this. Product marketing as a service, the why. It has two solutions. Two solutions. Enterprise. Why? G10 has two solutions, enterprise, startups. This is basically like for lead and need to find product market fit. Region. This here is for strategic and tactical. It function establishing go to market market with cadence oh. delivering on blog post. It's getting loud. Making some coffee now. More coffee. Coffee at this time, it's 11:51, is wild. Okay. Enterprise is gonna be more so like also be like, I will monitor first and provide updates. Provide updates. Computer information. I'll also creating full call and enabling more sales to partnership program. We're actually just focus on competitive strategic partnership. Each week we'll get a something like that. This is just a rough draft. Launch goals. It's supposed to be like a card, I think. Yeah. On startups. CBD, yeah. Commercial market approach. think for startups right here. Um, startup. Okay. This is where I'm gonna use ChatGPT. Uh, oh no, I'm having trouble with ChatGPT again. Nah. Okay, Okay, I'm creating a go-to-market launch deck, and there's a slide where it's called Getting to Know Startups. And the point of this slide is to analyze the different titles that are in organizations for startups, like co-founders, comma, CEOs, comma, presidents, comma, marketing director, comma, director of product, comma, director of growth. And I need you to list out the main responsibilities, comma, what keeps them up at night, comma, top priorities, comma, and main KPIs. I don't want you to do it for each of them, but I want you to, in general, what do they all have in common, and then list 3 to 5 for each of the things that I listed. Again, what we're doing right now is we're using ChatGPT because we don't have any. We haven't talked to any of these customers or like decision makers yet. Again, we've been in interviews, but we've never asked them like, what are your responsibilities? What keeps you up at night? Like, the only questions I've asked them were like, what are some marketing challenges you guys are currently facing? And that's how I was able to get the general themes between startups and enterprise. Startups, again, product market fit, lead generation, and because I've never had these conversations with the CEO and asked them what are your main responsibilities. We could we could do some research, but like this is what ChatGPT's we're doing. We're essentially just doing research, right? We're using ChatGPT as like a thought partner, and then we're gonna test this information when we're having discussions with these decision makers. So main responsibilities, getting to know startups, common. All right. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Holy fuck. That's a lot. Is there a way to make it smaller? Okay, what keeps them up at night? Inability. Oh. Actually, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I work for a startup right now. And I'm working very closely with the CEO. I could literally ask her questions. She could actually like help me out. That's funny. I didn't even think about that until now. I'm dumb sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. I read this like product market fit. Like that's literally what's keeping her. That's one of the things that's keeping her up at night is like product market fit for sure. Cash flow, yes, yes. Dang. Top priorities. Main KPIs. Cool. Perfect. I wonder if there's a way to like gray this out or something. Ah, fuck. What's this? Like, how do I want this here, but I don't want it to. Messaging. So this is actually something that this is we have to skip this because this is really important, and I don't want to just use ChatGPT to spit out messaging because we first have to come up with positioning, and then one can argue, well, before positioning, you have to think about the brand and like brand positioning, like company positioning, and then I guess in itself the company is the product, or it's like it's the services, right? Positioning is what your customers think about you in the grand scheme compared to everything else in the market. That is positioning. So we had to discuss our competitors. Our competitors are one to hire. It's one to hire a regular product marketing manager using like LinkedIn, right? Second, it's internally promote someone that's maybe like in the content team and then making them a product marketing manager. Third, hiring a freelancer or a contractor. That's also kind of like dabbling with the LinkedIn, or an agency, right? So I'll move that one, the contractor, hiring a contractor. No, let's keep it separate for now. I'm making like a mental, like a mind thing. Fourth one is agency, hiring an agency, either a marketing agency or another product marketing agency. So those are the competitors. Then there's also, what else could there be? A startup needs something about this. If a company is having issues that one, lead generation, two, is finding product market fit, maybe they're getting feeling like they're not building the right products, they're not building the right features, and so they're thinking, okay, we need a product marketing manager either to like make this go to like make this work, go to market, or understand what features we should be focusing on. So if they have that problem or that area of problem, or if they also, if team members are starting to reach capacity because they're needing to do a lot of product marketing competencies, either like messaging, positioning, whatever you have, creating content, writing blog posts, whatever it is, and they're all kind of like pitching in and like routing the like, okay, you do this, I'll do that, and like maybe it's like a team of three that are like trying to fill in the shoes of one product marketing manager, and then they just decide, all right, you know what, like we need to pull, like we need to get budget for and approve this role. So I think those issues, when those issues emerge, they'll say, okay, we need to hire a product marketing manager. Then my competition is what I just listed out. The wrong place to live in. So if So we identify the problem that will cause them, like the business problem that will cause them to search for this product or service, right? Then we understand the competitional landscape of what's out there. It's either hiring someone like a regular full-time person through like LinkedIn, or a contractor, or a freelancer, or it's hiring a product marketing agency or a marketing agency, or it's also hiring like internally within. So they'll just make someone from like the content team a full-time product marketing manager, right? So it's from there. Then it's understanding, okay, so what feature functionalities do I have? Well, you could say experience could be like a feature, right? Like I have a feature in B2B tech. I also have B2G. I have B2C experience as well. You can also say like building out competitive intelligence programs, partnership programs. I have experience working at enterprise level, and then also startup level as well. It's like all that has to be my like features, right? Because I'm not an actual like software, so I don't have actual like functional features or technical features. But so those are like kind of like the features I'm envisioning as of right now. And then there's also like, you know, using Notion and building out this like robust like way for anyone in the company to like add a task or request, and like there's like a streamlined process. You could also say like there's another feature of pausing and unpausing payments, make it really easy and streamlined. There's no like it's not a tennis match. It's just like you just go on the website, pause for like 30 days, unpause again. So it's very easy. That's another feature. And again, these are features that people would find. Some people would find interesting or like useful. So that's another. What other features do I have I can think of off the top of my head? There's also. I'll come back. Then, so competition, feature functionality. Who will find these things useful? So I already kind of like, well, we're already there, right? So it's like startups and well, any business, right, would really find this useful. But I'm hedging in my bet against startups more so because startups may not have a lot of. They need flexibility. They need to be agile. You know, maybe something's happened with the budget or with the revenues, and they'll need like a pause. They might not have any projects lined up. Whereas like enterprise, they do a lot of like forecasting, and everything's pretty predictable, like a year out. So I think the pausing would be really useful for a startup. And then other features, right? So we're talking about features. So like competitive intelligence programs, spying on competitors, building out reports, battle cards, all that, launching products, launching features, creating the content, like very technical, so like strategic and technical. I believe that the startups are going to be interested in everything except when it comes down to competition. Probably creating those like assets is too granular depending on the size of the company and also their industry and how many competitors they are. Some startups will probably say, yeah, we probably like have a competitor in a deal like once a quarter perhaps, whereas an enterprise would be like, yeah, we are in deals with competitors that are in our accounts or in our deals like once, like a couple times a week. We'll hear sales reps like a couple times a week we're going against X competitor. And so like then there needs to be like building up the assets, battle cards, or like a product feature sheet or anything like that. And then also enabling the team. So also like sales enablement, competitive enablement, having workshops, Like all, I think so. Those things would be really useful for enterprise, whereas startups would probably be more about startups would probably be more like less about competition and more so about like industry and the market and how the product fits in there, more high level, because they just don't have the volume. They don't have the volume of having competitors in their deals to justify building out a bottle card. I mean, I could build it out, but it's not going to get used. You know, asset utilization will be extremely low. Because when will a sales rep need it? Like once a quarter? let me pull up the asset, and by the time they pull it up, it's probably already outdated, right? So there's not really no point in building out a bottle card if it's not going to be used, and it's not going to be used because that's just the nature of some startups. I'm thinking about like a 15 person startup, and in an industry like a yeah like a part of industry where it's like not heavy in competition. But that is to say, even if it's a startup, it could be like for example, AI video editing, like turning long form content into short form content. There are a lot of startups that have like 5 employees, and there are a lot of competitors in that. Like it's heavily saturated. Um, and those like one of the first companies to be birthed from this AI revolution. First is like texting, right? Like ChatGPT or like Jasper.ai. That's also another saturated niche. I guess I should say. Another niche would be the AI video editing, and so it's a mixture of like startup, but also like where they're playing too. So I mean, I don't know. Some startups may need competitive intelligence. You know, like figure out what their competitors are up to, what they're launching, any M&As, lawsuits, price changes, things like that. Like just being in the know. And then I think for a more robust team, it requires like the enablement, either product enablement, sales enablement, and competitive enablement. Yeah. So let me write that down. Let's go back up to so competitive enablement, sales enablement, and product enablement. Yeah. I feel like product enablement will probably work for startups as well. But the way I'm thinking about it is the people that you really need to enable are customer success and sales. And when there are a lot of them, that's when those workshops come into play. Whereas in startups, there may be only like 3 sales reps, and with that, you can do like a quick video, not a quick video, but like a pretty comprehensive video. And just upload that, and like it could be like a Notion page, and have like all this information, kind of like learn at your own pace kind of thing. But with teams, I think trying to gamify it probably the best way, make it very competitive as well. Yeah. So actually, let's just play around with some messaging. Actually, I want to play around, and I want to play around. Yeah. I'll just do this later. GTM Labs, flexibility and agility for startups. Oh, this wasn't even like meant to. I wonder if I can do a call out here. I believe I can, to be honest. Dang, crazy. Messaging. Okay, cool. So GTM flexibility and agility for startups. Strategy. Inbound marketing. I want to go over actually the. I want to go over the. I just want to write it down on paper. It's like all of the inbound. So one of the things is the outbound is thinking of like, okay, so one of them is be human. Other one is LinkedIn. And this specifically is LinkedIn. Jobs. LinkedIn applied. Auto apply. Oh yeah, auto apply. Auto. There you go, like that. And then the third one for outbound is probably going to be like email, automation, mass email automation. That's it for now. Inbound is going to be a lot. So we have okay, so let me actually do this now. So meet the stakeholders is one. I also have Restream. Restream, and then LinkedIn. Banner. Oh, actually, we just. This one is gonna be. This one's gonna be. What else is there? I remember. I guess like think of like channels. There's also like strategies, right? It's like SEO blog posts. We're also gonna do a newsletter. Or LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn newsletter. Oh, should we also do like email, LinkedIn plus LinkedIn and Beehive newsletter? So much. I guess also like another one right here is reader. Okay, so that's that. Then there's also what else? What else was the inbound? Yeah, meet the stakeholders, blog post, newsletter. There is let me see if I recorded everything on here. Can you list out the inbound marketing and outbound marketing strategies and channels for GTM Labs that we've discussed previously and how we're thinking about going to market to gather attention and get our first client? I feel like I'm missing a lot. I just can't remember. I think I also saved some in my personal note. Let me see. Let's see. Quick marketing. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Nope, I didn't write it down. Sheesh. Okay, so inbound marketing, they broke it down into content marketing, blog posts, write educational and insightful articles about the challenges of product marketing and startup, and how GTM Lab solves ebooks and white papers. Create comprehensive guides about GTM process, measuring ROI in product marketing. Webinars, so webinars to delve into the complexities of product marketing and how GTM Labs can search and SEO, optimize website content for keywords related to product marketing. Social media marketing, leverage platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter to share valuable content. Oh, I just remembered some. Personal YouTube, personal YouTube. Business, duh. Do like this. Streaming plus visual videos. Cool. And then there's that. Then there's GTM Lab. Cool. Email marketing. Oh yeah, this is like something. I also thought of PMA. Outbound marketing strategies and channels, direct growth. Oh yeah. Another one that I press. Announce. Yeah. They're back. Okay. Ooh, I have not to call it early. Um, I have a date tomorrow, and I have to go prepare logistics research. And I have to hopefully well, first let me see if she's actually down. Still haven't confirmed, so we'll keep working. Okay, so we have that. What else did I? There anything? No. So we can just get. We just actually just get rid of. And then, yeah. So live streaming, educational video, UTM's live YouTube channel, educational videos. Okay. I'm gonna have, yeah, I'll have a date tomorrow, so I'm gonna go plan it. It also gives me the time to think about this. So 3 things top of mind is I want to just start launching this right now. It's taking too much time to get this up and running. The podcast I understand because people that I want to host and have on the podcast initially, the first ones, are occupied until the 1st of November, the first week of November, or like December. My manager is getting married. Shout out to James. Hope your wedding goes great, and a little bitter that I wasn't invited. So I guess I could start reaching out to other people as well. Oh, that actually reminds me. Part of the, is it outbound or is it? Meet the stakeholders. There's something here with like interviewing coworkers, but also interviewing people in like other companies, like SaaS companies. Yeah, so like. Coworkers, and then I don't know why I said battle cards. Buy your personas. And as this comes, I will. Yes. Okay. Cool. And then I will see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.